Look, hi again. I want to talk about economic development of Vienna because I live here. I love it. And while I'm from Linz, I want to share some of these opinions here on this wonderful morning because you see this amazing city, Slava Ukraine, by the way. It's a real touristic magnet, and tourism is an important sector, maybe one of the most important sector for the Austrian economy. And let's share some thoughts here. When I go through the city, I see a lot of empty shops, not in the prime center, but in generally, it's very sad in a city with such potential. I think in Kotor, my beloved Montenegro, there's not a single empty shop. And here I see so many. Of course, not in the prime locations, but in many of these fantastic locations when you go in the side streets. And why? Because we still have too much of the road traffic, too much place for parking, and taken by cars, and you really have to I've seen it's like a holy cow, this whole idea about parking in the city, but a city like Vienna inside the main area should be fully pedestrianized. There is no doubt. You can have, of course, access by car during certain times in the mornings. You need transport logistics and the people who live here, but then if you live in the Vienna city and you can afford 10,000 euro per square meter and high rents and all these things, then you probably have also this opportunity to go and buy or rent your parking space. And then let's build more underground parking and let's get this a bit more rational. And I really don't see why we have empty shops. Of course, it's high taxation, which is the problem, the lack of labor, and all this general economic malaise which Austria has of 55% of taxes and 23 corporate and all this nonsensical. When you see what the others are doing in Central Eastern Europe, this is the way. And of course the lack of labor and the high cost of employment, official, and of these issues, this is really big problem. And I think I'm talking 23 years now about it. Might be 30, I feel like 30, and this would be very good to change that, guys. And then we will be prosperous again, because a city like Vienna has to be the magnetic touristic prosperity driver, which we absolutely need in this city, because what else you want to do? And then you have to, of course, further reduce the traffic more to more pedestrian areas. For example, this street, it's really very good example. Nice, but why exactly need the people to park here? Why exactly? Pedestrianize it. Pedestrianization of inner city area. Why? Because the people here want to park their cars for free in the public space. Man, get a grip. This is absolutely nonsensical, and this has to change here. So also this street must be obviously pedestrianized fully and then turned into a tourism area. Okay, I'm walking on the street, that's a bit dangerous. Okay guys, bye!